Well, we'll start off with the netball because the Proteas National team are turning a new leaf after the disappointment of last year's World Cup on home soil in Cape Town, where there were very high expectations. The Proteas were expected to at least finish on the podium, but ended up finishing in 6th place. They now have a new coach in Jenny van Dijk, as well as a new captain in Khanyisa Chawane, and she joins us on the show tonight to talk about her recent appointment and how they plan to take this team forward. And there she is, the captain of the SPA Proteas netball team, Casey, looking lovely in the green and gold. Good evening and thanks for joining us on SABC tonight.
Hi, and thank you for having me.
Congratulations, firstly, for your appointment as captain. Just how does it feel? Has it finally sunk in?
No, it hasn't. I'm still overwhelmed. I'm still so excited about the appointment, and I'm looking forward to what lies ahead.
Who was the first person you called, Casey, when you knew that you'll be the next captain of the Proteas?
I wish I had the chance to call people. Everyone called me.
Oh, wonderful. But we saw how your teammates were happy for you, some were even in tears. That's a vote of confidence then, that they're happy to be under your leadership?
Yes, and I was so excited to see that because, like you said, it does give me a sense of confidence that the team does believe in me and the team is happy that I'll be leading the team.
And did the coaches say why they chose you? Did they explain? Did they sit you down to say this is why we want to make you captain?
Not necessarily. I know the president is the one that called me and told me that the coaches are the ones that chose me to be the captain, and all the hard work that I've been putting in and just serving the country ever since I was part of the national team has kind of earned me that accolade.
Definitely. You take over from Bongi Msomi. What kind of a legacy do you think she's left behind in this team?
I say this to everybody. I'm so thankful to her because she's just laid the foundation to easily fall part of the legacy of this leadership thing. And the legacy that she has left is literally everyone being in the team, feeling so included to be part of the national team. You don't have to, you feel comfortable being to perform there and to do well. So that's the legacy I actually want to be part of and take forward.
Yes, and what else would you like to bring into the team? You've been part of the team for a while now, like you've said.
Yeah, I think it's all about the performance that we're going to put on court. Fostering an environment where everyone wants to do well, where everyone wants to perform. That will be able to transpire on court. So our performance will speak on the work that we're going to do as a team. So it's really working hard off court, making sure that everyone is comfortable, making sure that everyone wants to perform and wants to do well. And once we have all of that, I think getting on court, we'll just be able to make our mark and get that medal that we've been talking about all these years.
Yes, and before we find out how we can get that medal, just a bit of background on you, Casey, for those who are not aware. Where is Casey Chawane from, and how did you start netball? Where did this journey start?
So I was born in Tzaneen, Limpopo, but I live in Tulamahashi, Mpumalanga. That's where I grew up. I was in Drakensberg Primary School, and I was more of a holistic athlete. I did almost everything, but I think I enjoyed more just throwing balls to my friends and playing netball with my friends, and I think that's what drifted my heart to doing that. But I think my netball career started being serious in high school when I went to Hoërskool in Forster, and that's where Coach Chawane really took her time, worked hard with me, and I was able to earn myself a bursary at the University of the Free State. And from there on, it was just up and forward. And, well, congratulations.
What a great story. But on that note, is that the pathway for other young girls who want to make it in netball? You play in your high school and then try and continue in varsity also? Or do you have to join clubs? How does it work with netball?
Yeah, I think I would say that's more of the easiest monitored way when you go through the school system. But I really need to give credit to Netball South Africa, where at the moment they're really looking to go into districts in different provinces where they're giving opportunities to every girl child out there who loves netball. They're making sure that they create tournaments for the less fortunate and those who are not seen in those Hoërskool or private schools, if I can put it like that. So it's a work in progress, but I think at the moment, Netball South Africa is making sure that everybody is being recognized.
Yeah, and that's credit to the President, Cecilia Molokwane. When she took charge, she was clear that she wants to make sure that the sport is accessible. How do you describe her leadership also? Because she's very passionate and she loves this team.
Yeah, and I think that's all I can actually say about her. She's really passionate, and whatever she puts her mind to, she makes sure that it gets done. And I think we are very privileged to be under her because whatever, she has our best interest at heart. Everything is all about the players. She makes sure that the players get the best and the players are being seen, the players are being recognized. And most of all, it's making sure that netball is being known, and that is what you want from a leader, to make sure that she puts netball on the map.
Yeah, talking about a leader, you're now working with Coach Jenny. She's been very successful on the domestic scene. I think when her appointment was announced, a lot of people agreed that she was the next person in line and the right person for the job. How has it been just working with her in the national team over the past few weeks? Because you've been in camp also.
Yeah, I must say she is one of the most decorated coaches domestically, as we've mentioned. But going into camp recently and working with her, I realized that she's a lady with a plan. She's a lady who knows where she wants to take this team, and she's doing everything that it takes for us to buy into that plan. And we're looking forward to really taking this team to greater heights with her.
Does it also help to have Zanele Mdodana also as part of the technical team with all her experience, having been a player also and a very successful coach too?
Yes, definitely. I think her experience coming from a player to the coaching perspective really plays a big role, because she knows what we've been through. She knows the type of stresses and everything that we go through as players. And it just plays a big role in her being on the sideline, where she's someone that we can go to, but also she's someone who can advise from the side. So we are really privileged to have her.
Yeah, and you've also signed for a team in Wales, playing outside the country. How is that for you?
It's really one of the greatest opportunities, something that I'll never take for granted, something that has really elevated my netball in general, from playing from TNL to overseas, and playing in that type of intensity has really grown me, not just as a person, but as a player as well.
Yeah, and would you encourage more players to go overseas, because the talk has been about how this Proteas team can break into that top 4 and finally get that medal?
Yes, definitely. I think the position that we are in South Africa is quite difficult for us to really break into that top 4, because we don't have a professional league at the moment. So it's very hard to train at that intensity, or to know what we need in order for us to compete in that top 4. So more players that go overseas and really play against those type of players and play in that type of league and that type of intensity prepares us much better than we are prepared here in South Africa. So as long as our league is not yet professional, I think that would be the route that everyone would want to go through.
And what would it take? I know you're just a player, but what would it take for our league to go professional? I know the president is passionate about this. What would you like to see as players? Because I'm sure that will be a huge benefit if you can make this league a professional one.
It's definitely getting more sponsors on board for us. People that really want to invest in seeing netball becoming better and seeing netball becoming professional. In saying that, I'm still thankful to SPA, and I'm still thankful to Telkom and all the sponsors that are part of Netball South Africa at the moment, because they are keeping us in the loop. But I think we would need more of that in order for us to just take it a step further. I think mostly as well, we will need, as the President of the country has promised us, that arena, our own home, a place where we will be able to access and train whenever we need to. So those are the things that we are looking into, and hopefully they come to pass in the near future. Okay,
we're going to hold the President of South Africa to that. But right now, thank you for joining us, Casey, on Sports Live. It's been a pleasure talking to you and finding out about you, and congratulations once again, and all the best in your new role as captain of the team.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Casey Chawane there joining us. Very good player. Also, if you do follow netball there, and she definitely is capable of taking the team to greater heights.